Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me video. For this week, I'm going to be planning for the week of October 14th to the 20th, and I have been absolutely loving using my Passion Planner daily to kind of help plan out for the week. So a couple things going on, not too much, just my husband has an appointment on Tuesday I think it's going to be his last appointment with his orthopedic doctor just to make sure everything's okay. He already did start working, so hopefully his foot is fully healed. And another thing also going on for this week that I had to remind myself is to make sure to finish up my T20 program, because I had originally anticipated on being done by this past Sunday, but I did take a little bit of a break last week to kind of just recover from, I thought I was getting a cold or getting sick, but it turned out to just be allergies. And I was never prone, or I've never really had any allergies before, or any like sneezing attacks or cold and those kind of symptoms like congestion and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure what it was, but I'm not sick as it turns out, which is great. So I resumed I just took a short little break. I probably took like 1 or 2 days off, and then I just kind of doubled up on some of the workouts. But anyways, hoping to be done this Thursday, because I'm going to be starting the morning meltdown next week. I am going to allow myself a few days to kind of prep for it, write down some goals and all of that to make sure that I am successful with this program, because it is 100 days of working out straight. So it's a big commitment. So just trying to prep myself for it. If you guys are new to my channel, the type of planning I enjoy doing is time blocking my days and my weeks, because it's just something that helps me see what part of my day is free or not free, because I used to have this really bad habit before, even when I was working my 40-hour-a-week job, that I would just write these endless lists, to-do list on to-do lists and stuff like that, and I just would get so bummed out not completing that list, where after learning how to time block, you just kind of realize like you don't really have that much time in your day, so you really do have to learn how to prioritize. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not the best at trying to prioritize, because I don't know what it is I should be prioritizing, other than of course for me being there for my kids, picking up, dropping off at school, doing the laundry, chores and all of that stuff. Of course they're a priority, but other things that I want to work on that are important to me, such as my health and fitness, that part I've actually been really good at doing so far, the fitness part at least, because I've been able to stick to a workout schedule that I haven't been so successful in the past, because I've made it a focus. So I'm still working on the meal part of it and eating a lot better than I am right now, but taking the time to kind of do that as well, and just learning how to figure out a good time for me to work on things that I'm passionate about, like creating content here on YouTube and on my Instagram. And something that I've always wanted to do, I've actually tried it and failed miserably at it, was to come up with a blog, because there's so many things I want to share, I have so many ideas, like content ideas. It's just I always tell myself I don't have the time, when really I'm just not prioritizing it. Ever since we got back from the Philippines, I've been kind of playing around with how I want my day to be. Like, for example, trying to see what I can work on while I have my son with me at home and while my older kid is at school. Like, what is it that I can work on that'll allow me to work on some of the things that I want to work on, and not just house chores and all of that. But really, I find that I need to go back to that time before I left for the Philippines. I had this really good habit of waking up between 3 and 3:30 in the morning to get a lot of the things I want to work on done. My time before, or how I would spend my time before, was My waking up phase was from 3 o'clock to 3:30. I would get my coffee going, and I would use that time until 5 a.m. to work on YouTube. I had a consistent schedule, and it was something that was working because I was able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do before my family wakes up. So I would stop working on YouTube or whatever it was I was working on around 5 o'clock, because 5 a.m. is when I do my workouts, and that's set in stone. Whatever it is, if I'm not done by 5 a.m. I stop no matter what, because I want to get my workout done before my son wakes up. And my son or my kids typically wake up between, or back then they were waking up between 6 and 7 o'clock. So I tried to make sure I had, the most part of the important things that I wanted to get done, my focus, before 6 a.m. because at 6:30 I start prepping for the day, meaning I get like the lunches ready, breakfast ready, and all of that. And I try to spend the rest of the day not working on anything else other than just being there for my kiddos, playing with my 2-year-old, and doing like house chores and all of that kind of stuff. So that was the schedule I find worked the best for myself. I just need to get back into it because it has to start with the PM routine as well. As you guys can see in my planner, I do put bedtime at around 7:30. That's when we all go to bed. And my goal is to be asleep by 10 o'clock. The latest would be 11. But really, sometimes I can fall asleep by 9:30 or 10. Because my husband, we use that time to catch up on a show or watch a movie. So while the kiddos are asleep. So yeah, as long as my PM routine goes smoothly, it's easier for me to wake up at that 3 o'clock. I just need to get back into that PM routine in order for me to get back to that AM routine that I really want, because I need my sleep. I realize, like, for myself, I need at least 6 hours to be the happiest. Anything 5 to 6 actually. Anything lower than that, I'm miserable throughout the day. So anyways, thank you guys for listening to me. By the way, I kind of went on a little bit of a just ramble over here, but I've just been struggling with the prioritizing part of my day, and I'm really trying to use my passion planner for exactly what it is. On the personal to-do list, as you guys can see on the side, you have a top priority followed by your priority followed by errands, and I'm really trying my best not to completely fill everything out with a ton of stuff, and just really focusing on the things that need to happen for myself, for at home, for my kids, and all of that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, for listening. I hope you guys found this helpful, maybe motivating. If you guys have any tips on productivity, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.